Fala galera, tô aqui com o Andrew Parsons, ele é produtor da Devolver Digital. Aqui a gente tem um standzinho de jogos indie que ficou muito famosa pelo Hotline Miami, mas aqui na BGS 2014 a gente tem outros jogos também, como Heavy Bullets e o Broforce. Eu vou falar com ele um pouquinho a respeito, principalmente do Hotline, que é o que a gente já experimentou aqui. So, what's new about Hotline Miami? What's the first thing the player will notice when he gets to play Hotline Miami 2?
Okay, so Hotline Miami 2 is a continuation of Hotline 1. It takes place in a different time period, and it has characters which are related to the first one. In terms of your first thing that you're going to see, we're not talking about it.
All right. So, but here we played the first level, isn't that right?
Yeah, this is just a little snapshot from the game. It's not the very first thing you see, but it's it's a little chunk.
Okay, so it's not necessarily the beginning of the game. You made it to be here. It's a part. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have these different characters. They play differently from the first game. The first game you had those masks where your character, it's always the same guy, but changes his play because of the mask. Here we have different people altogether that plays differently. How is the difference between the characters?
Well, again, it's like we're not going into the narrative at all with in any detail. But yeah, the idea is that as you say, the characters are different, the masks are different, and we've not really shown a great deal of the masks, shows and that kind of thing. We've got 4 masks here which are new, and at another recent show we showed another few masks which are just like unique for that show, basically.
So I get you can't say much about the history, especially. So you get a little glimpse of it when you see Tony the Tiger, and he's all banged up and different, has a different feel. Can you tell me, is this game harder than the first one?
Is it harder than the first one? I would expect. I don't think so. But I think that the thing with Hotline, which has always been the case with Hotline, is it has a very specific difficulty curve, and there are new characters, and they've all got their kind of quirks and their interesting little gameplay mechanics, and I think that if you get used to those, just as you had to get used to them in the first one, then it becomes a bit more civilized, basically, a bit more. I put it this way: anyone who picks up Hotline, whether they played the first one or not, they're always going to die a lot. It's the rhythm of the game, so it's always going to be hard, and I think that as long as you accept that when you go into it, you'll be fine.
That's nice. The guy he gotta speak to himself. So I'm gonna die a lot now.
Exactly.
So let's play Hotline Miami.
Become at peace with the idea that that's it. That's the way the game's going to run.
Personally, I think it's the pretty cool about the game is that it's really hard, and that's nice. So we have also Heavy Bullets, Talos Principle, and Broforce. Broforce I played a little. It's very cool. We got one of the first builds there at our site. Very cooperative game. What can you tell us about this game?
About Broforce? Okay, yeah, so Broforce is still in early access. They've just released an update this week, added a couple of amazing new bros and a new female character, the Raid, who's based on maybe a Tarantino movie. I don't know if you've seen it. And then there's another character based on Mad Max, and then they've just put in Steam Workshop support as well. So that's there's the level editor and all that kind of stuff. So that's still in early access. There's, Free Lives who are working on it. They're brilliant guys, and they're just working on kind of bringing it up to speed. Really, that's what we've got here is the PS4 version. We've been working with again another wonderful group of guys called Abstraction, and they've been helping Free Lives to understand the PS4 and help get it on there. And we just thought if we bring, because people have Broforce on their Steam, and maybe they play the Expendabros, which is the demo, and we thought, well, why not bring the PS4, show people that it's coming, and you can play it in co-op and all that kind of stuff. You can do the high five on the controller and everything. It's just great, So, and that's still pretty early. It's just more like a work, like a proof that it can be done, and we just took a little slice of the game and went, okay, what does Broforce look like on PS4? And that's what it looks like.
So yeah, Broforce is a very much joypad experience. So
Yeah.
it's interesting that it's coming to the consoles now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's you know, when I first played it, I always played it on keyboards. Yeah. But it feels, you know, because it comes natively with controller support, it just feels natural to, you know, get a controller and go for it.
I played it on PC and I make a point. I gotta have a joypad to play this one because so the feel of it. Okay, so I had one last question for you.
Yeah.
I gotta remember now. Oh, time to release Hotline Miami 2.
Yeah.
We have estimation? Can you tell?
Later this year.
Later this year for PC
Yeah.
and PS.
Yeah, the Sony stuff is unconfirmed yet.
Cool, but PC players can expect playing this by Christmas, end of the year.
Wow. Let's see.
Cool. Thank you for your time, Andrew.
Sure, man.
É isso aí, galera. Esse foi o Andrew Parsons. Esperem Hotline Miami 2 até o fim do ano e deem uma conferida nos outros jogos da Devolver, porque indie é sempre um caminho bom para seguir. Adrenalina BGS ainda tem mais por vir. Até mais.